Hello, and welcome back. Oh my gosh, this is Jolie with the Jewel Design, and we are back today already. Should be beautiful Saturday morning, hopefully, you guys. And we are continuing on with our tabbed journal idea book. I said we'd probably come right back and we get this decorated and tabbed into the first page. First page tabbed into the cover right off the bat. We'll have a gorgeous, nice, thick, pocketed page. We are using a number of bags. We have a pharmacy bag. We have a 5x7 foiled sort of, shiny gold geometric shaped bag, or pattern bag, and then a smaller white glassine bag. And everything creates a set of pockets all the way down and in. And then the goal is on the back to put one more bag on top of it with a little bit more shallower pocket, but this gives us more room to decorate here, tuck in here, little tucks here, right, and glue down flat. We're not going to make another tuck back here because we want it to be pretty solid and stout and not have too much wishy-washy stuff. But today's goal is to not just decorate this, but to actually get the tabs started and glued in. So we get the first tab going, we glue it in, and prep it for the second set of tabs, for the next page. So when you're doing this, usually you do one and you prep the second page tabs are prepped here and hanging, waiting for the next page to be tabbed in. So I went back and watched, and it is Rhoda Burks, not Rhonda. Sorry. I have Rhonda and Rhoda and H's and N's and oh my gosh, everywhere. And I felt so bad. But Rhoda Burks, I will link her to YouTube down below as oops, I'm so sorry. She's a wonderful daily journal maker. She has all kinds of really wonderful ideas. She's given me such inspiration over the past 2 to 3 years. Past 2 years now. And she just comes out with great ideas, and she's really inventful, and she does different things that I try to inspire to myself. And she's the one who definitely introduced me to the tabbed one. The tabbed one is definitely good, close to over 2 years old. It was a fairy journal that she started the tabs with. I don't know if she's done others since. It was the one I wanted for sure to, that I mimicked mine off of. I did a small sort of accordion journal, tab journal piece way back when. I do have a Christmas page. I have a Christmas little journal that I use the same technique with. But anyway, we're trying to grass things. So I did put in the video when I started this one. I just realized it, but it was almost 2 years ago when I started this project, guys. So bad of me. It was April of 2023 that I started this, and here we are, February of 2025. Who knew? Time flies when you're having fun, right? The other thing is I noticed when I was looking at things, I have a feeling if I do this underneath, it's a lot of extra fabric on the next page, and you want them sort of middle. You want 50-50 because each page sort of stays tight next to the next one. So we're going to have to put it over. This one will go over. I picked this because it was similar in tone. This one I think it's too geometric, too bright. I don't want it to show. But even here we are going to cover it up a little bit. So a little over, a little under. We're going to do, well actually this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this. Yeah, this one's actually going to come over. I'm going to let it cover up some writing here, but then we're going to put some felt and stuff down here to cover up some fun pieces to this lovely paint swatch, but I love the color. So it's going to be our backdrop to some elements. We're going to take this beautiful piece of paper we were just talking about in the last video, how it has some glittery stuff to it, and we're going to cut a little bit and put it up here because I feel that that has a pattern, and I don't know if I like just the white here. I don't see the background, I think, enough. So I don't want too much white, so we're going to cut a little bit here. We're going to cover here. Then I can tap in these pages because this goes onto the back of this one, and this one, you pretty much are putting tabs on the front, flipping it over. I think. I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, it's a little, you have to think your way through it. So anyway, we're going to prep this and carefully attempt it and look at it as we go to make sure that things are going the way I want them to. So yes, you pretty much tuck it underneath. This goes here and underneath. So yeah. I wish it was really simple, like a simple mathematical concept. When you're looking at it this way, it's harder. When you're flipping it on the back side and you're laying in the tabs, it makes more sense. But we need to do what we need to do. So, All right. It is Saturday morning, so I hope you're all doing really well, and you get to get your craft on. You get to do some fun things right now. I'm going to let this overlap even a little bit. Hopefully this is not going to be, let's see, let's do it this way. Yeah, so I'm hoping you get your craft on. You get to watch me decorate this up. We get to sort of insert it into our necessity. We'll get that first page attached so we can start adding in pages every single time. Now, too, depending where the tabs lay, that sort of helps you with your size. I think every page should be about the same size, top to bottom. But sometimes your projects don't allow for that, right? Rhoda did realize that when she was, doing her first one, that she had stuff that was high and low. And so depending on your tabs, because it's 5 tabs in this case, you do 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. So that you have, when it's closed, your spine shows 5 tabs, back to back. But not every page has 5 tabs on it. So you do vary it that way, which is nice. So we're going to glue this all back down, since now I know that I'm not trying to tuck it under. And we are going to do a flower on top, so I'm not worried about this. I mean, I can put the flower up here, and if I want to, we're just going to put lace up to it, or we're going to just keep it flat over here, which is a good idea. I just realized that. I only have that one cream lace. I got to see what other laces I have that I might want to do something here. I have this white one. I don't want white, though. You know me. And that is too big, but it is pretty, though. Ooh, hold on. What's under here? Sorry, I'm like, what do I have tucked under here? This might be really pretty. Is it too wide, though? Oh, that's right. I could cut it, though. I could cut this one in half, and we could glue it down and then put the lace on top. Okay, well, we're going to borrow that. This is our ecru, one of our massive amounts. We have a good amount of it. I'm so stoked that we got some really good laces that we love using. When we started the shop, we got some really great bulk amounts of lace. Not much of that left, but much left of those types, but we are definitely getting there. Okay, so there's that one. And then here, I need to go all the way across, but I want to tuck in just enough. We know it's going to come up, short, but we'll do it. Let's see, where do I want to go? About here. I'm going to make a little note. Nice thing is I do not need to decal this part. I just need enough to get it tucked in. If I try to go that by hand. Nope, I'm going to cut it the other way, so give me 1 second. Let me go do that properly so that I'm not cutting it, crazily off shot. 1 sec. Alright, so I wasn't paying attention, and I didn't think about it when I was looking on this side, that this was the other half, right? Now, don't get me wrong, this as a journaling piece is pretty. You can decorate the other side. You let this be writable. You can tab it, we can do something to make it more of a tag journal card, but I took this part off. And so now, I was thinking going simple, and I'm really tempted now to go the purple, right? To add a bit of the purple on purple. But then I'm wondering now, decisions. We're going cream. We're going something of this nature on the flower, something light and floral. We are going to do a corner section of felt with a leaf on it. Maybe a little piece of lace in the middle of that. So, we're covering up the corner a little bit. We're getting, I know this is flat, but we're going to add in textures through fabrics and whatnot. So I'm wondering if we do need to break it up, because I think if we put this in here, I think it may be just too much going on. As much as I hate that. Oh, bummer. Okay, so we don't need all of it. I do know that we have a limit on how far we can go inward. I'm trying to see exactly how far, right where the bear is. Okay, so we pretty much have from here to here. So I'm just trying to get a feel for where I need to do a little bit of a decal cut, because we are going to see it come down the side. Oh, so hopefully the rest of your week went really well. Hope your Valentine's went well if you celebrated. Whether you treated yourself. See, every time I do that, whether you treated yourself, whether you treated a loved one, a family member, siblings, best friends, I don't know, your children, whoever's in your household, we shared a little love. All right, so let's get a little ink on this. I will, Now we're not going to, yeah, I'm going to do a base decorate here. We're going to get it tabbed in, and then we will finish decorating, or you know, keep decorating our way up. I think I have a general idea where everything needs to be or wants to be, so that's good. That came up way shy. Why doesn't that surprise me? I hate when that happens. I thought it had more room than I realized. Yeah, not much more room, but it is definitely smaller than I like, and I don't like that at all. Nope, never mind. Okay, well then I might be gluing that back on. Well, you know what? It may not be a bad thing. Maybe we can then, I might be able to use it as a topper. We can make it a topper to the back and front of our thing. We're gonna, I'll keep those all together. We're gonna have to use that in some very cute fashion. Oh, you know what, guys? I need another tray. I know this is like the third project I have going. Oh, jeez. I mean, I have a big tub down below, but up here when you're working on stuff. Okay, so that did not work as I was hoping. We're gonna either, I guess whatever I tuck in here is gonna be our center. It's gonna be our centerfold anyways. Whatever we tuck in here is gonna be our important part. I did find some more things that I had made or were given to me, so you know, it may be that this is tucked here with something else, and you're not gonna really see the bag. So we'll keep that in mind. This is not gonna stand alone by itself forever, so we're good. Now, here's the fun part. Here's the tab part. And Rhoda, I hope I do you justice. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. Fabric Tech is the best way to do this because you are dealing with fabric. They are two pieces of fabric that I tried to, you know, cut. My beautiful not straight cuts. And sewn together so that they were a little bit more stout. I had them match. I did not do different fabrics front and back. I had them match front and back. You know, I had a match front and back. Personally, I just think it was easier for me to deal with. So you can do two different fabrics together. That way everything is different. I only have three different, I think I only have three, yeah, I have three patterns that I used. And hoping for the most part, these will all match something that I'm doing. So I kept it sort of simple that way. So going through here too, I'm hoping that every time I do a set, we've got a different, I may have that these are always, which I didn't even look to see if that's how I counted this. I think for every page, I don't know if I have it counted that way. Those are sets of 3, those are sets of 2, those are sets of 3. Oh, so I do have it that way. Oh, good, okay. So I didn't, yeah, I think these are going to be my large ones, and then every other page will have the other 2. Okay, that was how I was doing it. Oh, I have it set a certain way. Perfect, okay. So that one was messed up a little bit. I took it out thinking I was going to do a set of 3. And then I changed my mind, and so now I see why. I could be very careful. I did have it laid out a certain way, and I goofed it up right off the bat. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's... I had it in order, and I went backwards. So this was in between these. You want to start with 3 in the beginning because it's going to hold the majority of your thing together. And here I am. I have an offset now because I'm going to go next set will be 3. And the 2, 3, and the 2. Oh, goodness. I goofed that up somewhere along the way. I wasn't thinking, and I just started pulling. I did have a plan of attack, and I did not realize that. This is why it happens when you don't do a project for a while. I think I have extras then at the back, because here I have 2 sets of individuals, and they do not. But I have some extra fabric, so if I had to get to the back, I could. So we'll make sure that I stay... This is the top. These are the first ones. Oh, there was a reason. I cut them a certain way, so I would do it. So yeah, our top and bottom will always be the dark ones. The middle ones will always be one of the other 2 patterns to give a little bit of variance. Okay. Also, so your tabs, I believe these are 2 inches. Yeah, about 2 inches wide. They are long. They're only about 1.5 inches tall because I had to go according to how much space I had here. So if I want these to evenly lay out, you have to keep in mind that when you're doing this, your first few are going to be your guides for the rest of the book. So you don't want to go too high because your pages may not go top to bottom, and you don't want them too close. You want just the right amount, sort of eyeballing, okay, this should be the spacing, and it looks really nice when you start folding them together. You're just going to see, you're going to see these every other folded spines, top and bottom. So that makes it for a really nice ordeal, and you would sort of use each page to line up the one before. So we're going to try to leave it there, and I'm going to, I wasn't sure how much of this I was going to show. Sometimes you end up covering all of this with lace, so you go, nope, I don't want to see the spine, it's too messy. and you bum out a little bit. I'm going to try to move it in a little bit more because I realize I have them out too far. But here is our, I don't know if I zoom in, I don't know if it's going to do me any good. I'll pick it up and show you guys once we get going. Now, I don't glue these down. I'm just leaving them for space, but I'm not gluing them down yet. I'm only gluing my 3 tabs first. Okay? Making sure, for the most part, everything's where I think I want it. I'm going to flip this one around. I want to go a little wider. Come on. I'm having issues this morning. I'll stay tight. There we go. I'm going to go a little wider on the... Come on, come on, come on. Because I accidentally left these out the other night, and so I'm like, I know, but it wasn't as warm and as cold, but it's still... I have my heater on, but it doesn't always guarantee anything, right? Alright, we're going to go make sure you go in a little bit farther. These are all going farther, but about halfway. You want about half on each page. That way you do think about your next page, whether you're going to put it on the page and then you're going to cover on top of the tab so you don't see it. Other times you're going to let it be the tab on top of the decor. So you do want to pick and choose as you go, which is nice once you get going here and you see what color tab it is. You may decide, like, you may make a bunch of pages and go, okay, now I'm going to match, what page that goes next to the tab fabric that I have. So the next one I do may go really well with this little tab, and it may be like, no. But you will, you may start doing a bunch of pages and then go, okay, I really don't want, that on that or this on that. So hopefully all goes well. Okay, so there is that. You got the first one done. Keep those in place. Right. Now, flip it over. This is where I feel it's a little easier. Actually. Alright, so. First page. In the right order. These glue to here. Okay. This is what keeps it together. But you need to prep your next set. So these go down in between where you need them to be glued down. So what you're doing is you are lining it up, right, with the tabs that are going on it and the tabs that are about to. So when you lay it here, yeah, okay, you need to very carefully put glue on here and slip them in and slip it in between. Or I think it's probably even easier is this. We're going to lay them here and we're going to leave them. So you're not only gluing one page in place, you are prepping the tabs, whether it's paper, fabric, whatever. I used sticker paper one time. When I did the small journal card pockets, I made tabbed in pages. So I had little pieces of paper all the way down. And I put the tabs on it, but I use sticky paper, right? I use sticky paper, whatever, label paper, and put it, did I cover them with fabric? Yes, I think I put the fabric on the sticky paper on one side, took the tab off, so I use sticky paper and fabric, I think, or put fabric on paper, I don't know, whatever. I did stickies instead of whatever. Okay, so this is why I decided what paper I wanted to go on here first, because it's going to cover here. Since we're not doing any paper, it is going to make my pocket a little smaller, but that's okay. These are sticking out about the same as these guys. I'm going to center it according to top to bottom, press down, okay, so it lines up nice and tight. And now, without moving anything, I'm going to put glue on these guys. And we're going to be able to cover this. Now, the nice thing is these tabs will not be seen. These tabs we're going to cover with this, okay, or most of it. We're going to see a little bit of it, but we're not going to see a lot of the purple tabs on this case. So as you're working front and back of your pages, you may decide, well, I really don't want it to interfere. Keep it tight and lined up with the page prior. Okay, you want to make sure your tabs are maybe all the same, about the same length, and that this is lined up together because you want it nice and tight. So you want to pull it over without bending, of course, without bending your page. And I'm going to have to put more glue down, but I need to get started somehow, somewhere. Okay, and that's it. I'm not gluing any more tabs down. Glued it to the front. right? Evening them all out. We put glue on the second set, so the front of it here. Give it a moment. I need to make sure it's all going to not come apart. These have no glue. These are going to stay. Next time I do a page, it's going to get laid down. It's going to go over the back side of the new page. And we're going to put new tabs to line up with these guys on the next page. There we go. See? So that one comes right up to it. This one is over. That's okay, because we are going to do decor and tucks, and I'm not stressing about this one. I don't mind. That's why I picked a color that I felt was in close enough tones, and we are pulling, you know, more colors from it. So I think we have so much purple going on here, we're okay. Okay, so if I wanted to do something like this in here, it's in place. It folds over. Those are there for the next thing. So the next page, it's like a point of reference, right? So this was the next page, haha. Okay, we lay it down, but we're going to put tabs, new tabs right here. New purple tabs are going to stick out here. Gluing them, putting glue on these, on the new ones here, laying it down so it's pressed on, and then these get glue and folded over. No glue on this, you know, the new set. So every set has a set of glue that goes over, and a set that has no glue waiting for the next page. Now, if you do multiple pages, if you do a bunch of inserts at once, a bunch of, you know, projects or, you know, whatever I'm working on, then you can sit here and pick and choose and go, okay, that looks good there, that looks good there, and work a set of pages. What she does do in one of her videos, she sure shows you the next, you know, 3 or 4 things that she'd made that she wanted to add to her journal, and she shows you, yeah, she pulls it in. So maybe I'll put that exact video in the link down below so you can see. You're not going to search all of her pages. And then, of course, you can subscribe to her thing. But there we go. Now, right here you see them, but the reality is, nope, that you won't. And as the pages start adding in, you're going to see this 3 times always, and then you're going to see a variation of 2 tabs, fabric tabs, going this way in the 2 colors. So it's going to be, you know, a light, a medium, and a light every other down the middle, and darks always top, you know, top, bottom, and middle. So that's it. That's my idea. You can make all the fabrics the same. Like I said, the little one I did, they were all exact same fabric. Same fabric, or it was the same printed fabric. It may have been that I printed it on paper. I may have printed one of my marbled papers scans onto sticky paper and used it that way. I don't have it. I sold it, so I don't even know. I don't have it to pull from. But yeah, so that's a tab journal. Each page is tabbed in with fabric. And it's, you know, glued on one side with one set and glued on the back side with the next set. 3, 2, 3, 2 works best. If you have a bigger journal, then you, I mean, I think always odd numbers. 3 would be for something smaller. I did the smaller one, and so it was, I think it was 1 in the middle. No, even on that one, I made them really little. I made them thin. I still had 5 tabs. I still had 5 tabs at all times because I think it just keeps it from being wobbly, that your middle page doesn't end up wobbly, that only has 1 tab to keep it in place. Okay? So there we go. It's tabbed in. And as we get going, this will flatten out, I think, because it's going to have things in its way. And I think that's going to help. So, okay, let's get going. And yeah, as next time we do a few pages, I think it's going to help that. We can do a few at a time and work it in. But yeah, she definitely has a decent video for that. So, okay, let's decor. Where's my thing? I only took 25 minutes to show you that, but that's okay. No, I didn't show you all. It wasn't all that, but you know. So let's go down to here. Yes, I'm trying to say like. But yeah, so our big day is tomorrow. Our 1-year anniversary is tomorrow. So if you watch me and Lorette at Vintage Paper Girl, and you know that we've been, you know, in business for a year now, and that if you happen to purchase something tomorrow from the shop, from the Design Journal and Supply Shop, we are doing a giveaway. We will pull all the names from tomorrow's orders and do a raffle drawing kind of deal, and you know, pick a winner for our anniversary. So that's cool. So keep that in mind. If you see stuff from any of our videos from this week or this weekend, it's okay. You can wait a day and definitely come shopping tomorrow so that we can put your name in the drawing for a very fun anniversary bundle. It is stuff, some samples from the shop, things that we found in our travels of shopping. I don't know if we have anything handmade. May have a few itty bitty things or one little bitty thing that myself or Lorette may have made to add into the bundle. But it's going to vary, so I'm not committing to any one thing. It's just going to be a really nice thank you of things for you to have, because you've shopped with us and you've been shopping with us and you continue to support us. And if you're new, we appreciate the purchase too. I feel like I don't know whether they keep it jagged or whether I'm just going to do a little bit of a. I think I'm going to go a little more. I don't think you can rip. I don't know if you can rip. Not really, but it might be. Oh, maybe the wrong. If I ripped it, it'd be the wrong direction. Oh, didn't think about that. Oh well, no, I guess I won't do that one. I'm like, I won't rip that. I was gonna rip it. I thought no, but then I'd have it in the wrong direction, the wrong angle of what I needed. I needed to go this way, and if I rip it, yeah, it'd be sort of cool in the bottom, but I don't think it's gonna do anything else I want it to do. So let's go here. But I just want a lot of texture, I think, on this, which is great. We'll keep those. You never know we're gonna need it. I may decide to put this one up here, and then the lighter guys on top, or something. I don't know. You never know. I gotta figure out the angle of it and how it's gonna work. But anyway, I might be able to put it up here if I'm sort of struggling upstairs. So maybe that can help bring it up. So we can do this. I wanted this sort of jagged. I didn't really want a perfect cut though, and it's like now I got the rip down below, and I've got nothing up above. Hold on. I know nothing straight, but I want it a little off. I didn't want a perfect cut across the top. And it's easier with paper, not as easy with fabric. I hope you guys had a wonderful day yesterday, no matter what. Oh, okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. That is not. I'm having straight issues. I'm having straight issues. Let's see. Here on 1 second. I need to let her know. She probably knows she can't get through to me. No. That's not what I wanted to do, but oh well. Okay, sorry. I'm distracted, so that's never a good thing, right? I wanted to put sort of floral. This is definitely a floral thing. I was trying to see if I had anything else. I have to put a middle on that one. I don't know what my satins are. I'm not trying to think what I have. Of course, I may have to. Too many satin things. I could do this with this. Nope. I will have to find something. I feel like we need a third thing here. Whether it be. Sorry, I'm looking at my itty bitty scraps because I always have itty bitty scraps in places, and I'm looking to see what laces I have in those itty bitty scraps. I know I have stuff over here, but sometimes something might work differently. I don't know. I'm trying to be very crafty here, but doesn't mean. I think sometimes when you're a little bit short for time, it's harder to do because you're like working it and you're trying to be like crafty and you're like, but I don't know and I don't think I got it all. But today's definitely crafting and creating and showing the tab concept here, actually showing progress on this darling little book. But the things we've been designing, my favorite, I love decorating windowed envelopes and how I make all my little multiple pockets in that, right? I just found a gorgeous embossed colored coffee filter. Oh my gosh, so that would be a beautiful pocket to put on a page, right? So things like that. I just want to use the supplies that I have. I want to be able to, what's the word? Also, remember certain things, put out my favorite stuff, do it in my favorite color, all that. I just want to jazz it up. So the goal here on this one is to do that and put, I don't know which way is which, put a little bit of these, like an odd number of these right down the middle. So I don't want to get too busy with this one because I don't want it to get in the way of all the stuff that's going to get inserted. So I figured we'd keep this somewhat simple here in the middle, but help with any possible bag thing. Because like I found this, I had created, it's a little thicker, it has a pocket, a couple pockets, and it would fit nicely in here. And so I may not want a lot of things in the way. So what is it? Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Ugh, it's not, It's not odd, but it's a nice length, so I'm like, I guess I'm not really going to worry about it. I don't want to cut one off. I could have cut the other way. Oh, shoot. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. That's even no matter what I do. Okay, no odd numbers. I thought, well, maybe if I had an odd number, she'd give me a perfect square, so nothing odd about it. Oh, well. Let's see. So, okay, we'll do this in the middle there. We've got here. We're going to do flowers here. We got this little bit of fluff here. One on top of the other. And I probably will find pearls of some sort, maybe to put in, whether to overlap or and finish that off. So, yeah, we're going to have to put I want to put pearls over here somewhere. So that's a 3 or 5 pearls over here. Now, I have pink pearls, but I don't think... I do have lavender. I have lavender pearls. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, no. I have a sheet of them. I know I do. Okay, well, I have lavender pearls. I'll have to add to it and show you guys later. Because for some reason, they're not where they're supposed to be. See, I have these sheets. And I love them. And I have lavender ones. I wonder if I put them down. I bet you I put them down below. In the cave, I bet you I put them down there. So I'll find them. But we'll put purple, because they're light. They're lavender. They'll put pretty on this. We'll put lavender there. Okay, let's get this going. Because, yes, I believe my mother needs me. And I want to be able to finish this up with you guys. It may be a little bit of a shorter video, but then again, no, it's already, that's 31 minutes. So yeah, maybe we'll keep it shorter this Saturday, just so you can see that there is some creativity and some movement. And oh, that's coming up, so let's not do that. Let's do this. Get the fabric tack on there. Get it all gooey. It was a good week. The practices went well. The tryouts went, or not tryouts, but the rehearsals went as they went. They definitely have a lot of practice to do. They have a lot to go. So even though they have a week off of school, they are going to be, just knock something off me. A week off of school, they will definitely have to be practicing during their week. There'll be some practices so they're prepped and ready for their competition in a week. Their competition is in 1 week, so the first competition of 2. Luckily, it's a smaller group of people competing, so they won't feel as stressed out about not being as prepared as they should be. But it was a reality check. Oops, we have not been paying enough attention. We have not been, practicing hard enough. We have been abusing our coaches, and we should have been paying more attention. So, but I mean, all in all, we had some kids just rock it, and they did really great. And you can tell they've been doing everything they're supposed to be doing, and others who didn't. But that's okay. They will learn. They will figure it out. I know they'll pull it together, because I know they don't really want to embarrass their teammates. So. Yeah, but it was a good experience. And bonding and all, because we try to keep the band and the color guard together as much as possible so they feel as a unit. And that always helps. So it's when we leave them too separate that they get a little, like, no, we want you to be a unit. Because they go to the high school, it is a unit. The Scarlet Regiment is a unit. It's all together. And yes, they have different things to do, and they get to do different stuff. But, there is a group. They're a family, so we're trying to really stress that even here in the junior high level, so that that did not go as angled as I was hoping, right? I wanted a little bit more angled. There we go. A lot of different textures. This is like coffee dyed paper, not coffee, the eco dyed paper in a really dark purple, which I'd love to have more pages of that. I don't know, she must have had scraps and she did little cutouts, I'm like, oh, I want more of that. I mean, I'd be in heaven. I should ask. I'd probably not. She probably did. Again, she made these, these kits. And so at the time, and I've had this kit for over 2 years now. So, all right. So definitely want to put the lavender flat pearls on that. I would be stoked about that. Now, I thought about doing light and dark. I didn't really want the green, so I'm trying to cover up the green in the middle of this slightly darker flower petal with a very odd bigger one. But now I'm not liking that bigger one. Oh, there's another. Oh, good, I have another one. I'm not sure I like that. Maybe if it's too light, this may be too dark. I really want that here. I'm hoping it's not going to interfere, though. My only worry is that front page is going to be a little bumpy. But it is my first page. It's like the first page of the book. So I really do enjoy the fact that it's going to be a little fancier than, say, the rest. I'm okay with that. And it's going to be, pretty things in it. So... but yeah, having it on the outside helps. You don't really want bulk here in the middle. Makes it hard. 2 tones, but I just don't know. Unless I can... Well, that helps a little bit. It gives me a little bit more dimension, so it's not so... Any more than that, we're going to start getting poofy. We're already poofy. And I don't have any of these colors in my satins. I just have the roses. I have the shabby colors, so I had the pink and the brown and the cream. And even then, I think I've used up all of... I remember that one taupey colored one in my slot over there, so I was like, oof. I'm running out myself, so... Get this going. But this was sort of my thought. Now, it doesn't mean I can't keep adding to it later as things go on. As I find my cutouts, because I gotta go find all my purple. Oops, it starts sticking over there. Of course it did. Okay, we're not gonna go far over then. Definitely, I might want paper here. I may want to tuck in book page, or want some layering here, because it is a little flat. But compared to everything else, but then again, it's a nice, you know, break in all the stuff, and you're going to realize everything that we put on here or in here is also going to be, you know, busy. So I'm going to try to get some of this glue off, which is taking off color because it's a paint sample. Well, it's a paint sample print. Oh no. So yeah. Well, shoot. I guess I shouldn't have done that. It wasn't dry enough. Or yeah, it wasn't dry enough, and so I just took it off and all right then. So maybe kind of thought, it's a thought, I could try to get something and scrape at it and maybe texture it up. So that's a bummer. I made a mess out of that one. Well, it's mine, right? This is my baby. It's mine. It is mine. So if it's not perfect, it's okay. But she did give me some beads, and so I could try to take some of the purple glitter out of it and do something with it. So maybe we'll do that when I have more time to dry things out and not get messed with. We could take some of the purple confetti and we could do a little something here where I just do little dots, and we can add it in that way and sort of blend in some texture. So everything is doable. There's a way to fix it all. There's nothing we can't fix, right? Little glitter, little bling, everything can be fixed. So I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to keep it close, a little shorter today. Since there was so much going on, and you know, I appreciate you coming to check me. The big thing was just showing you how to get that tab in there, since I could not remember for the life of me which way it was supposed to go about, since it's been forever. So I wanted to show you that. Let me see. I have this one, but it's a little more burlappy, and so it's not as delicate and fancy. So maybe not that one, but I'll put it in my pouch. My large pouch. And then I went through this, guys. Oh my gosh, there's so many more things hiding in here than I even realized. So this is definitely an ongoing project that whenever I feel the mood, I need my purple fix, we will put together, you know, another idea page, and we will tab it in, and we'll keep it all together and make it worthwhile. I make sure I put these in here because I totally, you know, forgot about them last time. So yay. But see, the whole point is then to add something like this, which was made for me by either Rhoda or by Dawn. One of them made that for me. I had this one, so I have other things that are mine, you know, that go in here. So your idea is then, you know, to have things where you put them in there, and then we have the larger pieces that would go behind it. All right, you put this over here, and then you've got bigger, you've got shorter again. You know, something shorter here, something shorter here, and then the big old greeting card could go in the back. So, loving that idea already. Loving that I have these. This is purple, actually. This one's not a bad one. We'll put that there for the moment. But it's trying to fill it up. It's filling up with things that are purple, filling up with things I love. And then going from there. So we're going to keep it all together. So thank you so much for following along with me today as we start decorating the front, you know, the front pocket here. We got it tabbed in, and it's ready to go for its next page. And all we have to do now is, if it's the only thing we have to do, well, we'd center this, glue it down, and then continue to decorate it with all the wonderful things that I have in here. Letting this shine out a little bit, but adding more contemporary, brighter, funner purples to this side. So I could put small ephemera pieces in here, right? I can't grab it. And then a larger, like, journal, another gift card type thing maybe in the back. So I'll find some of my favorite birthday cards. I'll put one in the back, one in here, and then we'll decorate this so that I can put just little pieces of ephemera that I make in this pocket, and letting this very feminine diamond news daily, you know, book page, or not book page, paper bag, you know, shine. And if you didn't want the girl, you could flip it around the other way, but I'm thinking this is going to work for us. So that will be the next page. I'll have to show, so when I get a moment, I will decorate that up and show it to you and let you know if there's anything else we added here. But I think, yeah, I think some speckled glitter here to hide our boo-boo, some of our light colored lavender pearls here, and then we're good to go. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There is our, and with even some stuff already stacked in here. Like I said, I didn't want to do too much here. You're not going to see it, but there are some things already in here ready to go. And then this is the concept of your binding. It's a little hard to tell because we don't have a lot, but as it goes, you're going to see these tabs starting to create more and more personality. They're going to start lining up. And if anything at any time, like I may decide that they seem bland, if as long as it's on the way, you know, I can add lace if I have the time to a tab to maybe make it a little different or a little unusual if I want, if it's just getting too bland along the way. But I think it's going to be great when it's all said and done. I think it's going to be a lot of fun and a great journal for me to have to share and remember all my favorite potential designs and creativity. Because sometimes you just have to, you know, you got to have your own book, your own idea book to keep. So thank you all very, very much for joining me. I love you all. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. And we will see you on the flip side. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.